How's it going out there? How you doing? How you doing? Wow, so nice to see so many of you on YouTube already. Hey Archie and Tony and Ball Guy and Freddie and Sprudel. Yay! Excuse me. It is really really dry where I am. So excuse me for that. Nice. Ball Guy signed up for Tony's playtest next month. Excellent. Me too. I'll see you there. Alrighty. Okay. All right. So this is a co-working stream for anyone who is new to this. So basically, I have some things that I need to do. I've already updated my to-do list. Somehow, some people are still signing up to my old MailChimp email list. Those links, I guess, are still floating around on some of my videos, and so I need to transfer people over who sign up to MailChimp over to Substack so that they get my newsletter. Then I need to write and send my newsletter via Substack, share it, and then I need to email the Game Crafter. Yeah, maybe I'll keep that secret about what exactly I'm emailing them about. And if time, I would love to actually, work on some puzzles, actually do some game design, I'm just taking a look at my to-do list to make sure I'm not forgetting anything that I like super important that I need to do ASAP. No, I think I'll leave that as my to-do list. Hey, Sweetcroft, nice to see you. Howdy. And Grayson, yay. Very cool. And hey, Brendan, nice to see you. Okay, Sprudel submitted a game to Cardboard Edison last weekend. Yeah, maybe I will be judging it. Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah, it's starting to get to a point now, unfortunately, where like they'll send me a list of games and I'll be like, oh, I've play tested that. I know that one. I play tested that one. I've met with the designer about that one. And so I have to be like, sorry, I can't, or like I'm friends with that person. Sorry, I can't do half of the games that you sent me. So it might get to a point where I'm just like, sorry, I just don't think I can be a judge anymore. I don't know. Yeah, so if I see a game by a designer I'm friends with or that I've playtested before, I have to be like, send me another one, please. But yeah, maybe I'll get yours. That would be cool. I'm actually going to be going on the show, the Meeple Syrup Show on Wednesday, and they said they primarily want to ask me about the Cardboard Edison Award and, any tips for people who want to apply. It's getting a little close to the deadline, but yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow evening if you want to check out the Meeple Syrup live stream. And then I'm doing another interview video chat with another YouTuber on Thursday that I'm very excited about. It's for a video that's gonna go on their channel, and it's for a YouTube channel that someone on a stream told me about recently. And that's all I'll say about that. Very exciting. Ball Guy, you might be on the right track. Yeah, it is pretty cool that I've playtested that many games. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Sprudel, we'll see. Yeah, I wouldn't know if I tested yours or not. So yeah, we'll have to see afterwards. Yeah, I definitely will share once I'm able to, for sure. Okay, so Grayson has a game into Cardboard Edison as well already. Going to try to reshoot a script for a second one I've been sitting on. Nice. Very cool. Do you have to pay for each submission you do? Or is it like a one-time payment and you can submit as many games as you want? Or is there like a one-time payment but you can submit 2 games or 3 games? Or do you have to pay the $25 or whatever for every submission? I actually don't know. I actually have never submitted a game to Cardboard Edison. I've only ever been on the other side. I have submitted a game to another competition called the Boston Festival of Indie Games, I think is what it was called, and that was many years ago. And it was for my party game Hold That Face, and the judges, like, it did fine, but it didn't do great, and it was just pretty clear that a lot of the judges just didn't like party games, and I didn't get, I didn't move past the first round, and then that game got picked up by Hasbro, so it's like these kinds of competitions, I personally, like they can be tough for light and party games, but I was excited to see last year when a lighter word game made it to the finals. So it seems like judges are not bringing their own biases of the types of games they prefer into this competition. So we will see. It's a payment per entry. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, you have to decide if it's worth the cost for you, and you also can't pitch the game to any other publishers while it's with the Cardboard Edison. So yeah, I'm a judge for Cardboard Edison, but I'm not a spokesperson for Cardboard Edison. I have no interest if anyone signs up to do it. I don't get anything out of it. So you just have to decide for yourself if it's worth the cost to you, if it's worth not being able to pitch the game to publishers while it's being judged, and if you think it is, of a quality that it could get far. So yeah, competitions, I'm happy to be a judge and give my time and give my feedback to people, but I personally don't see myself submitting a game to a competition. Like I just personally don't want to have my game tied up in a competition so I can't then pitch it. But that's just how I work. So you have to decide if it's right for you. Like, don't feel like if everyone's submitting games to Cardboard Edison that you also have to, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It can be really great for feedback, but, you can also bring it to your local playtesting group and get feedback there too. But, you are getting feedback from a lot of experienced judges, which can be really valuable. So there's pros and cons, basically, is what I'm trying to say. $25 per submission. Yeah, there you go. But the first one is cheaper when you submit to their Patreon. Oh, okay. What do you get out of being a judge? Nothing. Just like, recognition, I guess. A sense of helping the community. Giving back, I guess. That's what I get out of it. Okay, so my timer is acting super weird today. I might just refresh it. But basically, I'm going to put an hour on the clock here. We're going to have an hour to work on things. And then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to work for another hour. That is the plan. Okay, there we go. It was being weird, but now it seems to be fine. Please let me know in the chat what you'd like to get done today. I would love to hear. I always love the Twitch to YouTube connection. Oh, hey, Jonathan. Jonathan says, I've started to design 2 game ideas and I've come across your channel. Yay, hi. Saw a couple of your videos using Dexterous. It's so helpful. Yeah, isn't it? Holy moly. Yeah, it's Dexterous is a game changer, no, pun intended. Yeah, it makes creating and updating prototypes, especially prototypes with a lot of cards, so much easier. I know that Tony has started using it recently as well, and has seen just how powerful it can be. And it is fairly intuitive and easy. Like, the UI is pretty easy to understand. I'm a big fan, and I'm just a big fan of the creators of it. They're just really nice people, and also designers, and they get it, and they've made a great product for designers. And yeah, I think it's great. I also will be checking out Component Studio by the Game Crafter soon as well too, to see what that's all about. I've heard good things about that too. But whatever program you use, Dexterous, Component Studio, whatever, just finding a program that makes updating your prototypes faster and easier is always a good thing for sure. So I'm glad that you discovered that and that it's been helpful for you. That's awesome. Yeah, when I was at a playtest last Thursday and I had my handmade prototype because I made a ton of changes. And when I make a ton of changes or when I do a brand new prototype, I like to just quickly write things out on pieces of cards and just make a physical prototype that I can scratch out and whatever. And I don't like if it's a brand new idea, I don't like investing the time into Dexterous to make all these nice cards and then use ink and paper and whatever to print out a prototype for a game that may or may not work. So I had my handmade prototype. I brought it to a meetup last week, and the one of my playtesters was like, "Have you heard of this program called Dexterous?" I was like, "I have, yeah." He's like, "Yeah, it'd be way easier to make it in Dexterous. That you could make this prototype so fast in Dexterous." I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure, I will." I just like to do, if I'm making big changes or a new prototype, I like to do it by hand. And yeah, he said he just does everything in Dexterous. Does everything in Dexterous. Would never do anything by hand. But everyone has their own process and their own way of doing things. That's just what works for me. But I feel like the prototype is at a place now where I could make the cards in Dexterous and print them out. Although I don't have a printer. That is another issue. I'm at my parents' house right now, and they took their printer with them with where they are right now. And I didn't bring my printer with me. So I would have to go to Staples or something like that. And I just really, I could. I just kind of don't really want to. I might just make it all by hand while I'm here in Calgary till I get back in Vancouver. I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. I'm avoiding starting to work. For me, submitting a game was mostly about practicing making a game ready, including a pitch video. Oh yeah, totally. The practice of making a pitch video for the Cardboard Edison Award is a great skill. It's also something you would need to do if you participated in one of my game jams, if I were to hypothetically do another one of those. Yeah, I think they're probably doing all right, ball guy. Okay, so Tony wants to update his rules for the lot for his playtest next week. Great. Nice. That's a good to-do to have. Sprudel wants to make the digital version of a new prototype for a game that I had archived for 9 months, and yesterday had a great idea about solving a problem and simplifying it. Yay! That's awesome. I'm so glad. Isn't that so exciting when something clicks? You're like, oh, that could work? So exciting. It's like those little moments of joy that just keep you moving along in this whole design process. Yeah, Dexterous is a must if you're making anything with cards. Yeah. It's very helpful. Very helpful. Brendan is working on their rule book. Sprudel says, I love using Affinity for my digital prototypes. Yeah, the Affinity suite is pretty powerful. I mainly just use the Affinity photo to make my YouTube thumbnails. And I used it to make like logos and stuff like that, but it's a very great program. You'd rather playtest today, ball guy? All right. We doing to-dos? Hey, Joe, nice to see you. We doing to-dos? I need to template out a writing project. Oh, that's exciting. Like, kind of like write out the main flow of the whole story or whatever it is you're going to be writing. That's cool. That's very exciting. If you can share any more with us, feel free, but that's very cool. Hey, Andy, nice to see you. Woohoo. Okay. I am going to stop yapping, and the timer did not show up, and that's fine because I have to update it anyway. Whoops. I'm going to put an hour on the clock here, and then we're going to start working. And we're going to get so much done, and we're going to stay so focused, and it's going to be amazing. Hello? An hour? Excellent. Okay. All right, friends. Why say 55 minutes? That's not what I want. That's not what it shows here. Why is my timer being so weird? Bear with me, friends. I don't know why it says 55 minutes there. It says an hour from here. Whatever. Close enough. Here, let me just do this. Let me just do this. Maybe that'll change it to an hour. Alrighty. We've got an hour on the clock, everyone. Best of luck with your to-do list. I will be in the chat. Hey, Tisbuddy Scratch. Nice to see you. Hey. Nice to see so many people here today. Ready to get to work. All right, let's do this thing. Best of luck. I will see you in the chat.
Yeah. No. 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 No.
Looks like our first hour is up. I went on a bit of a tangent. Whoops. I have not started writing my newsletter. Well, I guess in a sense I have. I decided to update my board game designer event calendar. This is something that my members have access to. It's a Google calendar that they can add, so it can like layer over into their Google calendar, and it just shows all upcoming board game conventions, particularly playtesting events coming up. And so I just really wanted to add more events to that. And so that took up pretty much the whole hour. Yeah, so if you're a member, I think it's a great tool to have. So you can just see, so I added all of the upcoming protospiels. So every upcoming protospiel that they have listed on their website is now in the Google Calendar. I still need to add, a few more unpub things, but the most, like the ones coming up the soonest are in the calendar. So like Unpub Festival in March, Unpub at PAX East in March is there now. So yeah, that was just something that I decided to do. And you know what? I'm just going to add it. I'm going to add it to my to-do list because I did it, and that was the thing that I did, and should be written down. Okay, so update board game calendar. Done. There you go. Now I need to update these. Let me know how you did with your list of things that you wanted to get done. I think we might still have time for the rest of these. Probably not, but you never know. Okay, let's take a break. Let me just make sure. Okay, you haven't done any playtesting since we started today either. It's all good. Cool. Okay, let's yeah. Yes, Sweetcroft, I support that 100%. A to-do is a to-do. It can be whatever you want it to be, you know what I'm saying? Script edit is 80% done. Woohoo! That's very exciting, Grayson. Yay! Good job. Skrill created their cards for the game and printed them. Wow, nice! And created the board, but may need to adapt it after I finish writing the rules, which I'm up to now. Good job! Crushing it! Woo! All right. Let's stand up and move around a little bit, take a break, maybe get a snack or a drink, and let's be back in 5-ish minutes, and then we'll continue to get her done. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. able to move around a little bit, get a snack as we prepare for the second half of today's co-working session. Let me put another hour on the clock here. Let me know what you want to get done. I am going to stay focused and write and send the newsletter. Adding those events to the calendar was something I definitely needed to do, and it's related to the newsletter. So I think it was a good use of my time. But yeah, if you want to get access to that calendar, you can become a YouTube member, and then you can get access to that calendar. It just like overlays on your Google Calendar. Okay, so let's get this going here. Let me know what you want to get done in our second hour for today's session. All right, there we go. Should be another hour there. Okay, let's get to it. Let's do it. Okay, great. Timer's not showing up. Try it again. Q. There we go. All right. I will see you in the chat. I'm going to try to stay a bit focused, so I won't be like super watching the chat, but I will pop in and out there as I can. I'm really going to focus so I can hopefully get this newsletter out pretty quickly so that I can hopefully do some of these other things on my list. Okay, best of luck with what you got going on your list. I'll see you in the chat. Okay, that is the end of our co-working session. I hope you're able to get some things done today. I was able to actually get most of the things done. I did go on a few tangents, but that's okay. It was all productive stuff. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. Looks like we're getting more and more people joining us for these co-working sessions, which is really cool, especially over on YouTube. That's awesome to see. Thank you so much to everyone for joining. Um, so I'm gonna be heading out pretty quick here. Looks like we're pretty caught up on the chat. But yeah, Suraturo was asking if I have any games up on the Game Crafter. I don't right now, but that is one of my goals for 2026 is to get a. It's not going to be a game. It's going to be a puzzle book. That's what my to do number 6 here was for. I want to make a puzzle advent calendar for next Christmas. So that's a book where you can do a different puzzle every day for 24 days leading up to Christmas. So I've done a few of them and I'm like, oh, that'd be fun to make my own. So I've been working on that for a little while. So I would like to get that up on the Game Crafter this summer and do a crowd sale so that people can get it before next Christmas. So yeah, I am planning on doing that. I do have a card game that could be a good candidate for the Game Crafter. Because I would want, if I were to do a game on the game Crafter, it would need to be one with very simple components, because the price can get pretty high if you have a lot of bits and a lot of things going on. So I would want it to be as cheap and simple as possible. So I do have a card game. I'm not super focused on it right now, but I am thinking about it in the back of my mind a little bit. And I actually had a cool idea for it the other day. But I'm not focusing on it too much right now, but that could be a possible candidate for the future. But yes, Suratura has 2 games up on the Game Crafter if anyone wants to go check them out, called Writer's Room and Writer's Room Mini. Very cool. I think that's awesome. And I know that Jason Glover just wrapped up his crowd sale for Underquest. So that's very cool. I know he's had a lot of success publishing games through the Game Crafter, so that's very inspiring. I chatted with him in a video last year. If you want to check that out, that was a very, very cool conversation. I asked him all about publishing on the Game Crafter and things like that. Okay, so I'm gonna head out now. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today and getting things done alongside me. Okay, Searcher has had a great experience working with the Game Crafter. Quality is good, shipping is good. Because they charge for their work, my price ended up higher than I wanted it, but that's how print on demand works. Yeah, totally. Yeah. You're going to pay that extra cost for, for them making the games on demand, rather than, having to store the games somewhere and then having them go out. So they make the games as the sales come in. So there is that extra cost there. But I think it's a great model. If I were to self-publish, I would not want to have to deal with the manufacturing and the shipping and then getting all the games to where I live and finding somewhere to store them and then dealing with shipping them all out myself. I have no interest in doing any of that. Also, the customer service, refunds, questions, replacement bits, whatever, Game Crafter takes care of all of that. You don't have to deal with any of that. You just get an email saying game has been sold, which is pretty amazing. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting something up there this year. I was not able to work on my puzzles today, unfortunately, because I took a detour adding a bunch of events to my board game calendar, which took longer than expected. Actually, it wasn't even on my list. I just added it. But that's okay. I might work on that later today. I'm getting pretty close to getting 24 puzzles. I think I'm at 14 right now, but I really want to get at 24, or maybe even 25 or 26 puzzles, and then send them out to a bunch of people, because people can easily print and play them or just look at the PDF and do them, and get feedback on which puzzles they liked, which they didn't, which ones I should cut, which ones I should keep, the difficulty level and the variety and all that sort of stuff. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I think I will think of a couple puzzles today. But I hope you're able to get a bunch of stuff done today, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out. Thanks so much, Suratura, for popping in, and Vamos Cruceros. Good luck with those 2 games you're working on. They sound very cool. And Therian for popping in from Germany. I have been to Germany, but it was quite a few years ago. I went to Hamburg, Berlin, and a little town called Hamor, I believe is what it was called. What it was called. But I would love to go back another day. There's a really cool theme park. Actually, I don't know if it's in Germany. Was it Efteling theme park? Oh, it's in the Netherlands, but it's right next to Germany. I really want to go there one day. It looks very, very cool. Well, I guess it's not right next to Germany, but it's pretty darn close. Anyway, I'm not gonna jibber jabber too much here. I'm gonna go. I do need to eat something. But thank you so much to Sweetcroft and a Ball Guy and Freddie. Hopefully you figured out that question there. I'm sorry I wasn't much help for you there, but it looks like Ball Guy was able to help you work through that a little bit. Tony Sprudel. Oh, Teenage Apocalypse, I didn't see you. Sorry. If you're still here, sorry I didn't see you. Happy New Year. Yeah. Did you ever get to check out Francis Drake the game? No. Let me see if I have that on my list. Sorry, I totally missed that message. I do have a list for games to play. Board games to play. Francis Drake. I will, at the very least, watch a video about it. Thank you for that. And K Manic, thanks for popping in. I'm glad the algorithm pointed you in our direction today. That was very cool. And Archie, Zach, so many people hanging out today. Thank you so much. This is very cool. I remember, and Brendan, I remember when I very first started streaming and I maybe would get one person if I was lucky. Omega Destiny. Ooh, cool name. I like that name. Joe, good luck with your writing projects or your writing project. Very exciting. Very exciting. Jonathan. Holy moly, so many people here today. I might not be able to keep doing this goodbye tour if it's going to take too long. But yeah, that's very cool. And thank you to everyone over on Twitch. Appreciate you, Sweetcroft and Grayson. Thanks so much for holding it down over on Twitch. And Tis But a Scratch. So nice to see you. And Andy. And everyone over on Twitch. Y'all are awesome. Okay, Therian, yeah, ask go ahead and ask your question and I'll answer it, then I'll go. Oh, Sprudel's in Germany as well. Cool. Yes, good evening for you. Have a good sleep. No problem, Sir. I'll definitely check those out too. Just by the name alone, I'm intrigued. Writer's Room. Very cool. Phantasialand and Europa Park. Ah, those are in Germany? Okay, I think I might need to go and just do a tour of the theme parks and then maybe tag it on to going to Essen. Although Essen, like the Essen, the convention, that convention looks very hectic and it's, I don't know. But if I'm over there, I could maybe time it with going to Essen as well. That would be lots of fun. Maybe one year. Netherlands, yeah. Yeah, have a great day, Tony. Yeah, Ball Guy, have an awesome day. Okay, here's the business question. I just started a book publisher, and I'm looking for native English speakers for translations. Corrections of translations. Oh, cool. Very cool. What's the question? Oh, Sprudel went to Essen last year. It was very full. Yeah, I've watched vlogs. I'll watch the Dice Tower vlogs for Essen, and I enjoy watching the vlogs. I don't really have much desire to be in those crowds. Like, it looks like Gen Con, and I found Gen Con very stressful and overwhelming. I just kind of hung out in the quiet room. Does Essen have a quiet room, Sprudel? Do you know? You'll have to take a look into, is GC, you mean Gen Con? I see, Therian. Are you or do you know someone who's interested? Anyone in the chat, you want to take on a job reviewing books that have been translated from German to English to check for any errors that need to be corrected? I would be potentially interested in that because I feel like when I read books, I pick up on the smallest little typos and they just really jump out at me. And that's for like a book written by a native English speaker. So maybe feel free to send me an email at pwgamedesign@gmail.com. If you're also part of my Discord, feel free to post about it in there. Someone might be interested in there. Also, I guess if it's a book publisher, I was gonna say the Tabletop Game Jobs Facebook group, but this is a book publisher, not related to games specifically. But yeah, my Discord or send me an email. That could be interesting. Oh, there's an outside area that's less visited, but probably because of the bad weather. Ah, right. PW, here, I'll type it. pwgamedesign@gmail.com. Whoops. So it's basically like proofreading, checking for grammatical errors and things like that. Yeah, that could be cool. As long as it's not, but if it's a full book, I don't know if I could do that. I could maybe do a chapter. I don't know. Send me some info if anyone else is interested too. Feel free to chime in. Okay, I'm gonna head out now. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out today. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, Grayson. Yeah, the weather in Alberta is nice right now. It's definitely sunny. I really, really appreciate the sun. That's something we don't get in Vancouver in January. So it definitely is nice. It is cold. It is cold and snowy. But yes, it is sunny, which I do appreciate. I do appreciate it. All right, friends, I am out of here. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.